Good morning. Good morning. I am so happy to be with you this morning. Thank you so much for getting on here with me. My name is Oko Blessing Offem, and I am your brand strategist that helps you to hit your first or next six figures. So today I'm talking about how to use brand awareness to generate qualified leads. That's what we're going to be talking about. It's not going to be a long life, but I'm just happy to be able to come on and share this with you. So if you're joining me for the first time, I would really love to know, and maybe I may even have a special gift for you. Why not put in the comments first time? Yes, put in the comments first time, and I am going to send you a special gift. I believe I can reach out to you if you put in the comments. But if not, then why not follow me on Instagram? Follow me on Instagram, and I'll get that gift to you if you're not already following me. And if you're following me already on Instagram, send me a message and just say gift, and I will get that gift over to you. Okay? All right. So, as I said today, I'm talking about how to generate qualified leads using brand awareness. Um, we've been talking about brand awareness all throughout this week. And if you've missed any part of it, you can go back and watch. When you come on my YouTube channel, you have to go to the tab that says live and you will see it there. Although we will also be making the videos available on the main feed, but that is how you can access my live, my past lives at the moment. Okay, so throughout the week, we've been talking about brand awareness, and brand awareness is really about people becoming aware that you exist and people that you know they need to know the type of business that you are in. They need to even know that you're in business, the services that you're offering, because many times they can be a good source of referral, word of mouth, referral. So people need to know that you are in business. They need to know what solutions or what services you're offering. And then we're also talking about people that never heard about you, people that don't know about you coming, finding out about you, hearing about you. And we talked about even using a Bible reference from Romans chapter 10, verse 14, that people cannot even have a chance to believe if they have never even heard about you. They don't know that you exist. So it's so important to increase your brand awareness, especially in what we will call a cold audience, which is there are people that have never heard about you, they don't know you exist. You want them to become aware. Now, at some point, I also talked about dealing with some of our fears and, reluctance in just putting ourselves out there. So if you missed that, you want to go back and you can rewatch that and how to deal with that. And then also we talked about understanding the person that you're trying to reach, getting very clear because that's actually very important because we're not trying to reach everybody because not everybody can utilize your service, not everybody needs your service, and also not everybody can pay you, pay you for your service or needs it. So you want to make sure that you're not just trying to just get known unless you're trying to be, I don't want to use any platform, but an influencer of some type. You just want people to just, there are people that are just on social media. They don't care whatever. They just, even if they're known for being silly and ridiculous, they don't mind. This is not what we're trying to do. We're not just trying to just be out there. We're very strategic. We are trying to reach a particular types of persons who we believe we are best able to serve and help, and who we believe can also afford our services, are ready to pay for what we have to offer, right? So we talked about that. And in order to really, have clarity on that, that was yesterday's live. You can go there and you can go on my channel and rewatch that. But you do have to know the problem that you're solving for these potential persons that you're trying to reach. You have to understand their pain. I'm going to do maybe a different live where I would really talk a little bit about that, or maybe why not even share a bit on it right now. Um, the fact is that many of us think we understand what our potential clients, the people that we believe we're to serve, or the people we're targeting, we believe we'll understand their pain point. The truth is, many times we just understand it on like a superficial level. We have not really, done like that. It has not really been a burden in our heart where we, and I'm not generalizing and saying everyone, but it's just, what I have found is that we can all always learn a little bit more about our target audience. We can all always understand really what is their pain point, what is their heart cry. And then if we understand what their pain point and their heart cry is, then it will affect even what our brand, the way we present our brand, the services we're offering, because we will make sure that we're catering to the very pains and the needs of this target audience. So it's important, in setting out to have brand awareness, is very important to have clarity of purpose. It's very important to be very refined in our offers, and it's very important to be very refined in the type of clients we are trying to reach. Okay. So now using brand awareness to get qualified leads. Yesterday we talked and said that it's not everybody that we're trying to reach. We're not especially trying to reach people who are not going to be interested, who are going to just, keep going. We want to actually have people that are qualified. And what's a qualified lead? Someone that is in need of what you have to offer, and they can also pay you. That's a qualified lead. They are in need of what you have to offer. They can pay you. I mean, there can be some other descriptions that you may put for your specific brand, for your particular services, of the type of person that you're really looking to serve, of the ideal person that you would really love to work for, work with. You may have other extra, description, but at the basic, at the minimum, they need your service, and they need to be able to pay for your services. If they need your services and they're not ready to pay, they're not going to be the best fit client unless you're running a charity. And also, if they don't think they need your services, they're willing to pay, or they have the ability to pay, but they don't need it, they're not going to hire you as, as a service provider or work with you as a coach, right? So it's important to make sure that they need what you have to offer, and that they can also pay um, your rates. Now, there was a time I was reading an article online, and I think I agree with that. The person said, even if you can afford their services, and even if you need their services, I think there was a third category for them. Is like, this is even more important, is if they're willing to take action, if they're willing to implement, and they were making a point that sometimes you can have a prospect, you can have someone who may have the money and they need your services, but they're not ready to do anything about it. They're not ready to actually change their situation. They're not ready to implement. So that type of a person may gonna be in your program, and it's going to be like a dead weight, because they're not going to do, they're not going to take action on whatever it is that you're telling them. So that might be a criteria for you to say, when I'm the type of person I want to work with, they're the person I need my services, they can pay for my services, but they're also ready to do the work. They're also ready to implement. They're ready to take action. That's the person that I want to work with. And that's actually, for me too, that's the best person that I want to work with. Someone that is in need of my services, someone that can afford my rates, and then someone that is ready to take action, to implement, to do the work. Not just someone that is going to be more interested in just consuming more and more information, but somebody that's really ready to get the result, to work, do what they need to do to get the results, right? Because if not, it's like having a student that has, is in your class, but they just refuse to open the textbook, they refuse to read, they just refuse to apply themselves. How are they going to improve or change? Even if they're coming to class every day, but they're not doing anything with what they're being taught, it's not going to profit anything. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're attracting the people, we're reaching in, increasing our brand awareness, that we are really showing up in the spaces that matter and in front of our potential ideal clients, our right people. Remember, we talked about that yesterday, our right people. The person that is right for me may not be the right person for your brand because it depends on who your target audience is. Sorry, my hand does part of my talking. Okay, so using brand awareness to get qualified leads. When you show up in front of these people, you show up in front of your potential clients, how can you know who is qualified to work with you? How can you even begin, what do you have to do? Start talking to everybody, reaching out to everybody. How do you get them? How do you get the flow to come to you instead of you always having to, go to them in a way? Well, one of the ways that you do that is by having something to offer them, right? It's by having something to offer them that gets them taking an action, which is also a good indicator that they're probably a qualified lead for you, is that they take an action, but you have to have something that you want them to do, an action that you want them to take. So I recommend that you have something to offer them. Normally it's termed the lead magnet, which is something that kind of, brings them to you. It draws them to you. It attracts them to you. And it's attracting a possible lead, which is a potential client, someone that possibly needs your services, can pay for your services, and is ready to do the work. So you will need to have something that you offer them that is going to help them. So it's not just enough to just have something to give them or something to offer to them. It has to be something that is going to address their pain point, is going to address the struggle that they're currently having, is going to help them at minimum start to get some result at a level, right? So it's not just about creating something to give them, whether it's a PDF, whether it's a video training. It's not just about coming up with something and just I have a lead magnet, because if your potential clients see that and don't feel that is going to help them, nobody wants to waste time. Everybody is looking for what will work for them, what will change their situation, what will be an answer to their prayer. So when you show up in front of your right people, have something to offer them. Have something that will draw them to you, that will magnetize them to you, that will cause them to come towards you, like if you were a fisher, if you go fishing. I've never gone fishing. No, I've never gone fishing. It would be nice, but I do know a little bit about fishing. And I do know that in fishing, you put a bait in a hook, right? Before you put you know, I don't know the name of what they call that thing, but before you put the hook inside the water, there's a bait. There's something there that was going to make the fish come to you. So you're not the one jumping inside the water and then swimming everywhere trying to catch this fish, that fish. That's not effective. That's not effective at all. But what are you doing? You are the one that is using a hook and you're putting a bait in the hook and putting it in the water. And then you know that as you do that, the fishes are going to be the one coming to eat your bait. That's exactly the same way, if you can, imagine it, that when you show up in front of this audience, it's like you going fishing. So you're there by the river. What are you going to use now that you're in front of your right people? What are you going to use to cause them, because they're all swimming, going their way, like fishes are just going about, swimming and going about, wherever they're going, whatever they're doing. They're all doing that. There's no fish that stops to look at you and say, oh, you came to fish today? No. The fishes, they are not interested. They're swimming, they're having their fun, they're doing whatever they're doing, possibly looking for food, right? Possibly looking for a solution to their hunger problem. So when you come and you want to fish them out, then you will have to have something that they're interested in getting and interested in consuming. And that is what I'm calling, and what is called a lead magnet. So your lead magnet is something on on the hook that they are going to want to consume, and you put it out there. So what would happen? Your right person is going to see it, and they're going to come close to consume it. And so in coming close to consume it, then you will have the potential to begin to engage with them and then eventually convert them to become your clients. Of course, there is a process to doing that. It's not just they get your lead magnet and then they become your clients. No. So there are different strategies that you can implement in getting them from the ocean, where all the fishes are, and now you have them hooked on eating your bait, for lack of better words, because it's not like you're deceiving. You're not deceiving. In this case, your bait is actually something that is going to actually satisfy them. It's going to fill them without injuring them, right? Because I know for fishes, when we fish, the whole idea is that the fish eats the bait, and then we catch the fish, then we eat the fish. Well, if you think about it in, helping your right person, get the solution. If you think about that, then that's fine. But all I'm saying is, when you show up, have something that will draw the person, your right person, to you, that will make them stop in the ocean of business, whatever they're doing, looking for a solution to their problem, that will make them to stop to want to consume what you have, what you're offering. Okay, so the best thing to do is have something that you can offer them that will help them, that will bring a solution to them, and then have a strategy, a system of, once they do that, what do you do next? So there are different strategies, like I say, from email. So people email, and I would also dare say, if there's a way for you to start to engage with them and have conversations with them, that is the best, right? So what you can do is ask them to send you a message or follow you. You just want to begin to interact with this right person to still further probably really qualify them to know that, okay, this is actually a good fish. I caught a good catch, right? And this is actually the right person who can best utilize what I have to offer, and who is able to also pay me, and who is also willing to do the work. Okay, so that is how, using brand awareness with the mindset that people need to be aware of what I do. But when I show up and they know that they see me, what next? What do I do next? This is what you can do next. You can have a lead magnet. You can have something to offer them. You can have something that will make them come to you, come to you, and then you can build from that. Um, you can take that further. You can have a strategy in place to take that further as they are consuming what you offering them that is bringing them immediate result. You can then have a strategy to take that forward from that. Okay. So this live, I was not even going to really be this long, because the truth is, whenever you set out to do something that is in any way going to help you or require some level of discipline, and it's going to always be hard. And just when you decide, like, right, when you decide that you're going to pray every day at a certain time, or read the word every day at a certain time, that's when everything else starts to happen at that time, right? But if you decide to sleep, do something, everything will just keep on going, So before I go, this is an encouragement that, yeah, it's hard because there's something there. There's a benefit, there's a good there. That's why it's hard. So that's when you find out that things happen that may keep you up late at night. And then you wake up like, my Lord, if I could just make a change so I can get some more sleep. But it is well. I'm so happy that I'm able to join you today. And what's today? Is today Wednesday or Thursday? I think today is Thursday. Look at that. I was thinking it's Wednesday. So I will be with you once more tomorrow, and that will be 2 weeks. Wow. 2 weeks. Awesome, awesome. So I will see you again tomorrow with the final conversation, at least for now, on brand awareness. So you have to come check in tomorrow to know what I'm talking about. If I finalize my notes on that, I will post it out and let you know ahead of time. Otherwise, just join me tomorrow, come live. It will be something that will help you in growing your business. All right, stay blessed. Have an awesome rest of your day. Bye.